Hello, welcome back to Becoming Better Together. I'm your host, Brie. Let's go ahead and get started. Today, what I want to talk about is the number one tool when it comes to changing your life in personal development, or at least starting your personal growth journey. If you can utilize this, put it into your routines, put it into your day, and then make it a habit, form patterns out of it, and really be intentional in this activity, you will learn so much about yourself, you will grow so much faster, and it's a beautiful gift in the end because you learn how to track your progress in areas that we don't normally think of, that we can't assign numbers to. I'm a very analytical person, and so when it comes to seeing your own growth in something, in business we can look at numbers all day long. When it comes to looking at yourself, how has my mindset improved? How have I grown this year? How am I improving in blank category? That's kind of arbitrary. There isn't a lot of tracking. What do? It's this. All day long, if you can implement this into your life, you will be able to give yourself credit. You'll be able to raise your confidence. You'll be able to understand yourself so much more. Guess what it is? It's journaling. Journaling. I will say this until I am blue in the face because it is absolutely the thing that will change the game for you if you are doing it the right way. And I am the biggest advocate of journaling. However, this is not your typical journaling, right? When it comes to self-mastery, when it comes to becoming better, it's not just about, dear diary, this is how my day went. This is what I did today. I ate breakfast and then I went to the store and then I went to work. It is not dear diary. Your journal becomes your best friend when it becomes time to understand yourself, your brain, your thoughts, what we want, what we don't want, what's working for our lives, what's not. The journal becomes your personal audit device. It also is the place that you are going to be able to see your progress over time in these areas that, again, aren't so black and white. If I go back a year ago and I say, how has my mindset improved? If I don't have a journal, if I can't see and literally put myself back into my shoes a year ago, there's no way to be able to judge that in the moment. And a lot of times, if left to our own devices and we get asked about ourselves or we start thinking about, hey, have I made progress in this area or just in life in general as fast as I've wanted to, guess what? We are going to default to negative. We're going to default to finding all of the many ways we have not improved, all of the many places we have screwed up, all of the many mistakes we've made, the habits we didn't develop, and all the ways we've failed. When left to our own devices, our brains will default to negative every single time. And so we need a way to counteract that. We need a way to combat that. Guess how we can do this? We do it by journaling. And journaling, I want you to think about it like this. Why do we write things down? Okay? If we are solving some kind of complex problem, like, why are we here on this earth and what is my life for? Okay, that is not something you can just come up with in 1 second and be like, this is my purpose and this is my calling and this is why it all makes sense. There's some deep thought that needs to go into this because we all have to understand our own values, our own beliefs, our own feelings about what it is to be human, why we're here, why you're listening to this podcast, why you're on a personal growth journey, why you started a business. Like, we really have to dig deep to understand ourselves. Deeper and deeper and deeper. And it's not that easy. It's like trying to solve a really complex math problem, but if you're not writing it down, we're trying to do it in our heads. We can't show our work. The math problem, the answer probably isn't going to be correct if it's very, very complicated. Guess what? Our brains, our beliefs, our values, our thoughts, our dreams, they're very, very complicated. And so just like you would solve a math problem, it really, really helps to go ahead and sit ourselves down, journal through it so that we can do some complex organizing of our thoughts. Our brains have to filter so many thoughts, so much stimulus throughout the day that in order for us to really understand ourselves, we do have to help organize it. And I don't know about you, but I don't know the last time that somebody really asked me a deep personal question that I had to sit back and really go, I'm going to have to find the answer to that. I don't really know. because we just don't, in our everyday conversations, have this much depth with each other. And more than anything, most of us are fearful of having really, really great conversations about ourselves. And so I see this a lot, and I have been this person all the time where I get asked a tough question. Where do you want to be in 5 years? It's one of my favorite and least favorite questions when it comes to life coaching. I have clients too that if I ask that, oh my gosh, the thorns that come out of them. I hate this question, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I got asked this 5 years ago and nothing has changed, and blah, 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 blah. I felt this way for so long because it was a question that I feared, because I didn't want to have to think critically. I didn't want to really have to uncover these areas in my life that I wasn't really proud of, and really see if I had to focus on it, if I had to answer this question, all my demons came out. I had to really uncover that veil, really get serious and really get clear about what was going on in my life that I did not like, and if I needed to change things so that that 5-year vision could come true, right? And so when people ask us these questions, guess what? We do need to answer them, but not for them. You need to answer it for yourself. And by hiding from this, by not journaling, by not writing it down, by turning on Netflix at the end of the day, by scrolling on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and everything, we try to suffocate our critical thinking. We really do try to find ways naturally, just as humans, to be lazy, to not think the hard thoughts, to not do the self-discovery, to not do the work. And so, if you can build one habit into your life, if this is the only habit you build into your life from this, I am thrilled, because you are going to learn so much, you are going to grow so much, and you're going to learn how to take the automatic negative thoughts and start to turn them slowly into automatic positive thoughts, into becoming more aligned with what you want in your life, into understanding yourself more, so that if there are things that maybe aren't working right now, well, you can accept it, you can understand it, and then you can come up with some kind of plan to change. And this is, again, where I see so many people, myself included in the past, where if I just didn't ask myself the tough questions, I didn't have to figure out ways to change, and I would bury my head straight in the sand like an ostrich and just not deal with it. I'll deal with it later. That's future Brie's problem. That was me for a long, long time. Listen, she'll deal with it when that comes. I won't even have to think about this right now. And slowly but surely, my confidence started to wane. I was living the same day over and over again. My depression was high. My anxiety went through the roof. Mediocrity was my middle name, and I had no meaning or value in my life at all anymore. Starting to journal brought a lot of this to the surface. In a lot of these places, I was not willing to look at, admit, or really get honest with myself, because I was scared. Because I knew deep down in my soul, my life was not where I wanted it to be. I was not in alignment in any way with who I thought I was or should be or could be at the time. And guess what? It's so much easier when you're feeling that, I know there's more in me feeling, but it's easy to come home and turn on Netflix. And it's easy to fall into the patterns with the same people and live those same days over and over. Because change is not the easiest thing we can do. It's hard, but it's worth it if you can get clear with yourself and get honest. And that's what journaling can do for you. And so what I want you to do today, one, go buy a journal. It's so different compared to typing out on your computer. It's helpful, don't get me wrong. But if you can buy yourself a journal and actually have time every single day to do some mental sorting, to sit down with yourself, sit down with your thoughts, and write it out. There's a brain-body connection that happens that's so unique when we actually write down our thoughts. Don't cheat yourself of this by trying to type everything on the computer for speed. Have I done this before? Absolutely. But when I really need to do that mental math, or that math and show my work on paper, basically you're doing mental organization of your thoughts, write it down. It makes such a difference, I promise. Okay, and then what I want you to do is, instead of the Dear Diary, you're just going to start asking yourself questions. Who, what, when, where, why, how. These are questions you can continue to find answers to all day long. And so for the first day, if you've never journaled, All I want you to do is sit down and just ask, what do I want today? What do I want today? Answer that. It can be silly. It can be, I just want an ice cream cone. Or it can be like, I really want to get my shit together. I don't know what that looks like right now, but this is what I truly want. And I want you to start asking yourself, why? When you have that answer, why do I want this? And see how deep you can go. Think about it like peeling layers of an onion. We've got the big onion at the top. What do I want right now? What do I want today? You're going to peel a layer. Okay, I want to get my life together. Okay, why? Why do you want to get your life together? What's going on that's making you feel this way? Okay, well, I'm just not feeling good anymore, Brie. I don't know, something's not right. I'm really bored. I'm anxious. I'm depressed. My job isn't going well, whatever. And let the brain dump begin. All right? This is when journaling gets exciting. It can be tough in the beginning if you're going down the negative path. But here's the beauty of it. Our brains are like Google. And if we give it a question, your brain is going to find an answer for you. And so if you just give it better questions, you're going to start receiving better answers. And so if you start going down that negative spiral of, why are you like this? How did you let it get this far? That is not the spiral I want you to go down. Can it be very effective in implementing and actually starting changing yourself? Absolutely. But if you're brand new to this, let's make these questions a little rosier. Why do I want to start to change things? Who will this help? How will this help me? How can I start by just one simple change today? Who, what, when, where, why, how? When can I fit these things into my life? What will this give me on the other side if I take this step forward? Start to ask your questions in a way that's going to shift yourself into possibilities, okay? And not problems. Why are you like this? Why did you get to this point? Why aren't you liking work anymore? Blah, 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 blah. Let's go into possibility. How can I change for the better? How can I get to know myself more? Again, who, what, where, when, why, how. Make these journal questions and these journal prompts go deeper than what you're used to in the Dear Diary. I challenge you, try to go 5 layers to 7 layers deep. Go down, baby. Peel that onion, because it's really going to help you check in with yourself and get to know yourself more each and every day. And once you understand yourself, really, truly yourself and who you are and what you want right now, again, you can start to align your choices to get more of what you really want out of life. Life is short. There's so much to go explore. There's so much to experience. But a lot of us, we do fall into that pattern and that trap of living the same days over and over, of burying our heads in the sand because either we don't think we are good enough to go live a life that we've always wanted, we don't know how to, we don't think we deserve it. There's all these subconscious beliefs that are going to hold us down and hold us back. The journal, your new best friend in your personal development tool belt, can help you uncover this, can help you rework these thoughts, these automatic thoughts you've been programmed and living under for so long. It can help you rework them so that you can start to discover a new truth. You can start to move yourself forward again. You can start to build momentum. You can start to make new choices. And every single new choice that you make, they stack up and it starts to change your life. And you really do start to become better. You start to become more in alignment for what you truly want. And that, my friends, is the power of journaling. So as this continues on, please go buy yourself a journal. They have great ones for relatively inexpensive at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, that entire chain. They've always got a bunch of journals there that are cute. They're pretty. Whatever you need, go grab something. You don't need to spend $1 million on it. Just go get something that you can write in, make it yours, and start asking yourself the questions that are going to help you understand yourself more today. Journaling doesn't have to take forever, but if you can build it into your life in some way, I promise you, you're going to get more clear about who you are, what you want, and it's going to get easier and easier to go after it and bring more into your life so that we can just experience more, we can live happily, we can be more fulfilled. That's my ask for you today. Please go buy a journal. Please start asking yourself those questions that many people are not asking you. You're probably not asking yourself, but do the work today. Start peeling back that onion and you'll be amazed at what you find out, the momentum it can give you in life And just maybe you are in that space where you're like, I need some pivots right now and I need some changes. Maybe that's why you're here. Excellent. Welcome to the party. Personal development, it doesn't always have to come from a place of deficiency. It can come from just really wanting to bring more abundance into your life. So together, that's the whole point of this. If we start to get to know ourselves and move that needle forward, we can do more, we can be more, we can have more. And we're going to do it as a community. So that's what I've got for you today. Please go grab yourself a journal. Please start asking yourself the tough questions and make sure that you dig deep, guys. You will get so much out of this if you just take 10 minutes to try. That's all I'm really asking. If you can't find 10 minutes in your life, guess what? You don't really have a life. And so this is important for you. Give this gift to yourself. Ask yourself these questions. Get to know yourself again. It'll be fun. It'll be enlightening, but you will help get yourself more aligned with what you truly want in life, and you can get so much happier and more fulfilled if we do the work. And so that's what I've got for you today. Let me know as you uncover things inside the Facebook group. If you're not part of that, just look for us in Facebook, Becoming Better Together. You can join in that search bar. It's a private group. It's all exclusive. So you can share your secrets in here. You can share your wins. There's no judgment. It's all support for this journey. So if you're new to this, come on in. If you've been around for a while, you can be my testaments to this is really just your place to come and grow and come experience new with other people that are on the same path. We're here to cheer for you and support you on the way. Come find us if you haven't yet. Otherwise, that's it for today. I will see you all next time. Enjoy your afternoon.